I keep seeing this bumper sticker that's popular where I live. It says, "God bless America." Every time I see one, I think, God has. God has blessed America. America's around 6% of the world's population, and we consume over 40% of its resources. The point isn't, how can God bless America more? The point is, how can America bless others? In the Bible, when God blesses somebody, when God gives to them, it's so that they'll bless and give to others. There's this verse in the Bible in a letter called 1 Timothy, and it says, "Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant or to put their hope in wealth." Now, I always assumed this verse was for somebody else. I mean, specifically somebody rich, but I have a car. 8% of the people in the world have a car. 92% of people in the world would see you and I driving in our cars. And I don't care what kind of car you have. 92% of the people in the world would see us driving in our cars and they'd think, rich. Do you have access to clean drinking water? Because somewhere around 1 billion people in the world don't even have clean water. And so you and I, we go to the sink, we take out a glass, we get something to drink. But hundreds of millions of people in the world would watch us doing that. And they'd probably say to themselves, man, it must be nice. Have you eaten today? Because somewhere around 800 million people won't eat today. 300 million of them are kids. Every couple seconds, somebody dies from hunger. How much change do you have on you? Your wallet or your purse. How much money do you have on you right now? Around 1 billion people in the world live on less than $1 a day. Experts say that in order to provide water, basic health, and nutrition for everyone in the world, they say the estimates that it would cost somewhere around $20 billion, which is how much Americans spend in 1 year on ice cream. We are so rich. But maybe you have this sense, you look around and you have this sense you don't have that much because you see people who have even more. But it's a dangerous thing when we start to think that our world is the world. I mean, we're bombarded with all these images of the newest models and the latest styles, and after a while, our stuff, it starts to seem kind of average or outdated or not good enough. But for the rest of the world, our life is the commercial. Our stuff is the catalog. We're the picture in the advertisement. What isn't good enough for us, for the rest of the world, would be more than enough. So the verse in 1 Timothy, it says, "Command those who are rich not to put their hope in wealth." And then it goes on, it continues, and it says, "But to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment." That phrase, the God who richly provides us with everything. All that we have is a gift. Food, it's a gift. Clothes, gift. Roof, gift. That breath that you just took, it's a gift. Now there are some who say, no, you don't understand. I've worked for what I have. I deserve it. It's mine. But like it says in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8, it says, "You may say to yourself, my power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me. But remember the Lord your God, because it's God who gives you the ability to produce wealth." So there's nothing wrong with wealth and possessions in themselves. I mean, God never condemns people simply for having things. I mean, they're gifts from God. It's just that God made us for so much more than just enjoying our stuff. God gives for a reason. And so the command begins to those who are rich. And it says, don't put your hope in wealth, put your hope in God. Then it continues and it says, command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous and willing to share. Now, when the writer uses the phrase good deeds, he's referring to this ancient Hebrew concept called the mitzvot. The word mitzvot is actually in Hebrew language, it's the word commands. So the ancient rabbis taught That when we do the commands of God, when we do good deeds, we're helping to repair and restore the world.